Welcome back to Support Saturday. Tons of questions as usual. We're gonna start with winter storage. This is a huge controversy between everybody. Our personal opinion, simple steps that you should always do. Easily pick up a car cover. This is gonna protect against any dust sitting on your car for the next several months. The next thing is picking up a trickle charger. Trickle charger is going to plug in to the front of the vehicle. There's a little cigarette lighter. And if you get the car cover with the access panels, you can actually plug it in, run the wire through, and still have all access to your frunk and your trunk. Next thing that we're going to advise is throwing some stabilizer and a full tank of fuel. That's where a lot of controversy comes into play. If you run at a full tank, a half tank, stabilizer not. We run our cars on a full tank of 91 or 93, preferably non-ethanol, with a container of stabilizer in it when they sit for several months at a time. Again, personal preference. Some guys care about if their tires are gonna flat spot. Some care if you need to jack it up in the air. Your decision, your call, but that's what we do to protect our vehicles for sitting for the several months here in Iowa. Shane, you wanted to know how many people work at Paragon and what we do here. We're gonna start out with Jeremy and Graham are the owner and co-owner of Paragon. Pat is our engineer. Justin and Rob are our media team. Andrew is our fabricator. Alex is the master mechanic. And myself is the shipping and sales. And last but not least, we have Gustavo is our after hours kitting individual. So in total, there's 9 of us here at this time. Spencer, you asked about our wide angle mirrors. You have a base model 1LT C8 Corvette and you wanted to add our mirrors to your car, but was curious because your car does not have blind spot monitoring from the factory. Do our mirrors add blind spot? Unfortunately, they do not because your car is not factory equipped with them. While you will get the integrated turn signal function of it, the blind spot function will not work because again, your car does not have blind spot from the factory. Michelle, you're having a really hard time on choosing which exhaust for your C8 Corvette. The basic answer are there are tons of options. When customers call in and ask this exact same question, my very first question to them is, do you care about valve functionality or no? If you do not care about valve functionality, and we've explained this in some previous videos, that is where your AFM and or NPP valves are going to open and close during 4-cylinder and driving modes. If your car is a Z51 or has the factory performance upgraded exhaust, that's going to have the NPP valve functionality. If you do not care about valve retention, then the most popular exhaust that we sell is the Paragon stainless steel touring exhaust. If you do care about valve functionality and you have that factory upgraded performance exhaust, the Borla Attack is our most popular unit. Both of these are going to be a great choice. Both of them are super popular. If you have more questions, I know it's really hard to hear on the audio on your speakers. I'd be happy to help you or see if we have anybody in your area that may have one of these units installed. Joe, you're looking to buy a tow hook for your car and you wanted to buy one and done, and you want to know the difference between the rear and the front. Besides the color choice, your difference is going to be the shaft length. The rear is going to be of a shorter shaft. The front is going to be of a longer one. So if you're looking to buy one for both, buy the front one because the rear one will not screw into the front. David, you asked a super popular question. You're wanting to change your factory exhaust tips to our Paragon exhaust tips due to how many colors we have. As much as we wish this was possible because we wouldn't be able to keep exhaust tips in stock due to the difference in diameter of the factory exhaust outlet and the outer diameter of our exhaust tips, there's just not enough material between cutting the factory exhaust off, trying to expand it and put on our tips. Again, we really wish this was possible, but unfortunately it's not. You could go to a custom exhaust shop and they may have other options for you, but this is not going to be one of them. Jeff, you asked an interesting question. How to properly drive the car in manual mode. This is something I didn't think I'd have to answer, but it's a good one to go over. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to put the car into drive and then click the M button. What this is going to do is that you manually shift the car. You've got your downshift and your upshift next to the steering wheel. The car will automatically downshift upon decelerization, so you don't have to do it. You can, but you don't have to. However, all the upshifts you are going to have to control. The differences that you're going to have between driving in manual mode in touring, sport, and track. In touring, your upshifts and downshifts are going to be very standard, very moderate, not really aggressive. Driving in manual mode in sport or track, the shifts are going to be very aggressive, very poppy. A lot of guys love this sound because the shifts are very on point. It's raw, pop, pop. That's what a lot of guys are looking for. So we're gonna go over driving the car in touring mode in manual and driving the car in track mode in manual, so then you can hear that difference. Also note, whenever you're driving the car in manual mode, in touring, weather, sport track, whatever, your 4-cylinder will be deactivated. Tons of guys want this deactivated all the time. The easiest way of doing it is driving it in manual mode. So let's get into that. So we're gonna do a quick drive of driving in track, manual mode, that way you hear some upshifts, some downshifts, you might even hear some exhaust burble. That is going to wrap it up for our Support Saturday. As usual, please make sure to email me your questions directly to Korey@paragonperf.com and put in your subject title that they're for Support Saturday, and we'll make sure to answer them next time.